From the vast and shadowed east came a fierce people, a confederation of men known as the Wainriders. They journeyed in mighty wagons, and their chieftains drove chariots into war. Stronger and better armed than any who had come before them, they made their homes in great fortresses of wains, encircling their camps with iron and timber. Even their women learned the ways of war, standing guard beside the old and the young, ready to defend what was theirs. But it was Sauron, ever the deceiver, who stirred their hearts to hatred, turning their eyes toward Gondor 2 centuries after the Great Plague. For 100 years they were a scourge upon the west. In the year Third Age, 1851, during the reign of King Narmasil II, they first descended upon Gondor, sweeping aside the Northmen who dwelt between the eaves of Mirkwood and the River Running. 5 years later, Narmasil marched north with a great host and the scattered remnants of the Northmen at his side. Upon the wide plains south of Mirkwood they met the Wainriders, and there Narmasil fell, slain in the Battle of the Plains. The armies of Gondor retreated across the Gil-galad into Ithilien, and the kingdom withdrew behind the Anduin and the Emyn Muil. Beyond the river, all lands were lost, and it is said that in that dark hour the ring-wraiths returned to Mordor. The Wainriders enslaved the Northmen, but some escaped to Dale, to Gondor, or following Marwini into the vales of Anduin. Years passed, and the enslaved Northmen rose in revolt. King Kalimatar, son of Narmasil, struck while the enemy was divided, and upon the Dagolad in the year 1899, he won a fleeting victory. Yet the shadow endured. In time, the Wainriders allied with the men of Khand and near Harad, striking Gondor from north and south. 1944, King Onderher was slain in the Northern War, but his general Ernil triumphed in the south. Then, as the Wainriders feasted in their false triumph, Ernil fell upon them unawares in what became the Battle of the Camp. They were routed from Ithilien, and many perished in the dead marshes. So ended the might of the Wainriders, a people forged in fire and deceit, whose fury served only the will of Sauron of Mordor. Thus spoke Saruman the White, for even the proudest of men may become the pawns of shadow.